because we don't have a lot of time.
All right.
Yeah, we live right now. In the Kismet. We at the Andem Street Studios, episode motherfucking 49. It's the Saturday Conversation. Yeah. It's your dude, DJ Caveman, in the building.
And semi-sober DJ I Am Monkey.
Semi-sober, listen. Damn, I forgot to play the motherfucking intro music. I didn't even plug the hard drive in.
Hey, man.
Hey, we fucking up today. But
hey, we live, though.
We live, though. And that's all that really matters. And when you're doing live radio at Andem Street Studios,
yeah, shout out to Will.
Will sometimes shows up with a beverage. Shout out to Will.
Hey, man.
Will, before by the middle of next season, you're gonna be a character on the show, no matter what.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because we had the not so silent producer on the show for a bit.
Yeah. Shout out to the not so silent producer on her way to take young Jalen to college. He's
Drexel, right?
Starting Drexel this weekend. His move-in weekend. He's gonna be.
Cheers to that.
What do you call it? Mechanical engineer.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So they're on the highway somewhere. If they're driving at a good speed, they're
probably in Jersey,
in New York.
Oh,
because she left about 7. So I don't know how many stops she made. My girl likes to stop places and look at shit. So
make it more an event than just a chore.
That's the difference between
dudes and chicks.
Like, men are like, we're going to get in the car, we're going to get on the highway, we're going to get there.
Yeah, I'm just fitting to get there. Once we get there, we can do whatever we want. Once we
get there, then we can do what we want to do.
Yeah.
But on the way, we ain't stopping unless we got to get gas. Some motherfuckers got to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, ladies will be like, oh, let's go here. And like, we found this little museum on the way. And we got this little spot over here I want to check out. Oh, I didn't even know this was in New Jersey. Let's go check this shit out.
Oh, my goodness. They have a yo-yo museum? Wow, we gotta check that out. Like, who the fuck want to check out a yo-yo museum? Outside of my son, maybe, but still. Like,
so, yeah, but shout out to them. They're on the highway right now, so hopefully they're driving safe.
Yeah, shout out to Will.
They're driving the minivan, so. Mm-hmm. I mean, my girl can drive, so I'm not. My lady can drive, man. I'm not afraid of her like crashing in. I miss my minivan already.
Oh yeah. Because when you showed up outside my house, I'm like, okay. Because they have like a little at the corner of my mother's place where I'm staying right now. Is they have a hair salon, but all white biddies be going inside there. But then like when they go, they only go on Saturday, and they be taking up all the parking spots for like 2 blocks. So I came out the house. I'm like, where you at? And I was like, oh shit, oh yeah, he got Nadine's car. So,
yeah. And she drives like a little. It's not like a little car. It's a full size car, but it's not a.
Well, it's smaller than the minivan.
Yeah. And it sits so low to the ground. Like I got in, and I was like, I felt like I was in a race car.
Yeah. Scraping your ass on the ground, like it's a go-kart type shit.
Yeah. It was different. It's different, but it's fun because it's all-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, word?
So you can feel all the wheels engaged and shit. And she got a sunroof, and I don't have a sunroof, so.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to soak up with some of this Mountain Dew. Label out. Yeah, man. So how was your week though?
Man, tiring, dude. Like I feel like I just been like sleep the whole week. Like I can't get out of bed. I mean, I hit the gym, but then like after the gym, nothing.
Work?
Nah, like gym is like basically gym, sleep, work.
So wait, you had a better week than Antonio Brown though.
Man, fuck Antonio Brown. Man.
Like, yo, when we got off the air,
this dude can't stay in the motherfucking out of the news cycle right now. Like,
but wait.
You know what? This is what I'll say. Like, not so much fuck Antonio Brown, because like now he's getting dragged by whoever this chick is who he supposedly like raped and shit.
Thanks.
But dude, like, he got picked up fast, man. He got cut.
Yo, I said it on last week's show. Before we got off the air last week, I was calling them the Thirsty Patriots. And I was getting messages on my phone like, oh, you're a hater, this and that. Yo, I didn't like the Patriots when they used to stink. Like, when I came on the football scene and started watching football, I never liked the Patriots. And sad but true, it was kind of like back in the day, it was kind of the way of going about things. I was like, yo, this dude looked like a sissy just hunched over on the helmet. Like, the fuck he just crouched over smiling for? Like, the fuck he doing that for? Like, they're glorifying the center of the football team? Whatever, I guess. I can't rock with that shit.
Hey, I'm not even mad at the Patriots, man. Look, they went out and got, like, arguably the best wide receiver in football.
After losing arguably the best
tight end in football. Like, they could beat Thirsty, but I mean, like, thirsty motherfuckers fuck too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes they fuck the bad bitches.
Hey, you know, you gotta shoot your shot.
In this situation, you know, Bill was probably the first person to call him. Heard you got cut.
Yeah.
You want to come play with a winner? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, see, really and truly though, like when the Steelers made him available,
where else was he gonna go?
No, well, see, really and truly, when the Steelers made him available, the Patriots was like one of the first people on the stoop. Like, yo, you can come out and play. Oh, where?
Right.
You play with us? Easy. And the Steelers like, nah, nigga, you gonna stay in house now. Like, we gonna send you where we want to send you.
Right. So like, he was already on that. He was already on that Patriots bandwagon. Like,
it was never gonna work with the Oakland Raiders because number one, Oakland Raiders, even with him, are not going to contend for a championship. Like, they're going to be a nice surprise team, a nice feel-good team, like, especially after their first week without him. Like, they look nice. Like, they're a decent team. But for him, it wasn't getting him to the Super Bowl. Like, they was not a lot to get to the Super Bowl as, like,
you gotta remember
the Chiefs or, like, excuse me, or even the Patriots in that sense, you know?
You gotta remember, too, Antonio Brown, been in the league 7 years, he got no titles. Yeah, you know I mean, like, he's at that stage where he would rather win a ring. Like, he's on that Randy Moss shit. Mm-hmm. When Randy Moss came to the Patriots, he was like, yo, I just want to win a ring real quick. Like, and this is the team that I have the best shot. Because he could go anywhere and get the money. The Raiders was going to give him $30 million. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it really and truly comes down to is like, yo, if you really want to win like Tom Brady, it's never going to be about the money.
It can't be.
It can't be about the money. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't be the top paid quarterback and then expect to win. Look what happened to Andrew Luck. Like, he got all his money, but they had no money to get him an offensive line.
Look what happened to Aaron Rodgers.
They have no money to get him any kind of viable weapons. Like, they should have been at the doorstep to get Le'Veon Bell. Like, that's where I thought Le'Veon was going. Like, as a semi-Packer fan, like, even though, like, really and truly, no shit talk, I'm a Giants and I'm a Steelers fan. But there's teams that I appreciate, and the Packers are one of those teams that I appreciate because remember back in the day when the Packers went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots?
Hell yeah!
And then the Packers won, and me and you
shout out to Desmond Howard,
yeah,
MVP.
Yeah, we was at homeboy's house with his family. We was at homeboy's house and his family, and we were rooting for the Packers. And, he was like, "Yo, get the fuck out." Yo, we was chanting dumb hard in there.
Shout out to the homie Matt Levine. He's down in I don't even know what state he lives in. I think he lives in like North Carolina or South Carolina. But anyway, shout out to Matt Levine and the Levine family.
Oh, hell yeah.
For that Super Bowl and shit. Also, that's the only time I ever won like a raffle. I won like the 37 inch, like the fucking 4-foot sandwich.
Oh yeah.
It was like the only shit I ever like entered and was like, I'm gonna win this shit, and I fucking won that shit.
I remember that too.
Big ass sandwich.
Yo, that was back when you had the wagon, eh?
Yeah.
And we was going down the street honking the horn, and everybody was mad at us.
Those were the wagon days. We was in your pop shit though.
Oh, my father's shit.
Yeah, we was in the big wagon.
Hey, yo, see, and that's one of the things about the Saturday conversation that I actually appreciate more than anything is that. Yo, me and you got a rich history.
We done been in a couple of things.
Oh hell yeah!
We got some adventures.
Yo, we had a real rich history. Yo, we was really rocking out hard at homeboy's house cheering for the Packers. But either way, getting back to the point, it's like, yo, yeah, you could be a top paid player, but you're not gonna. It's hard to be the top paid dude. And have it result in wins. You got to pick and choose. And what ends up happening is a lot of dudes end up going for the championships later in their career. Because even in the NBA, a lot of people don't like how they're trying to form the big three now. But it was like, yo, back in the day, I remember when Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen. All of them went to Houston to try to chase a chip. Like, that's just always been going on. But it's just happening now where dudes are trying to do it early in their career.
Basically. People don't think about it when you're, like, old and shit. They're like, let him get his ring.
Yeah.
Like, when Shaq went to all them teams trying to get all them extra rings and shit.
Yeah.
But when you're young...
when he was at the Celtics and looked shot him.
when you're young and you're trying to, like, group up to get rings and people look bad on it for some reason, I'm just like, I'm okay with motherfuckers coming into the league and trying to get their money and get their championships and shit. You know, I mean, there's a way, but there's tactful ways, you know what I mean? Like, LeBron isn't always the most tactful about how he want to do his shit, but you got to respect the movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his money. Like, athletes, especially football players, like basketball players can play for like 75 years.
Yeah.
Baseball players can play for a long time. Hockey players, they play like 10 or 12 seasons.
Yeah,
but like football dudes
got the weirdest contracts though. I swear they got like 12-year contracts though, and hockey still.
Yeah. Baseball too, 10, 12-year contracts. They sign these guys on. You know, they get signed fresh out of high school and they're making real money playing for like the minor league team, like at like 18.
Yeah.
You know, football is not that type of sport. You have to be like physically mature and have like your man muscles before you can go fuck around on the football
field. You could
field.
be like DK Metcalf, the dude that got drafted by the Seahawks. Like, that dude was cut. Like, but then you could be cut.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like,
why
you still gotta catch the ball. Like, if you were a wide receiver, you still gotta catch the ball. Like, you could. But
what I'm saying is that's why they gotta go to college though, so they can like bulk up. You can't take a guy fresh out of high school and put him in the NFL.
No,
because even though he might be big, he ain't been hit by no grown ass man.
It's his job.
Who's making millions of dollars to fucking? He been chasing bitches all summer and shit, trying to skip summer school.
He gotta pay for his three hidden families.
Meanwhile, he comes out of the backfield in his first game, fresh out of high school, and gets smacked in his face by a linebacker who all he been doing all summer is fucking eating weights.
Well, see, the other thing too is like with football, it's like, you
gotta have your man strength, man.
It's not just that too. It's like, after the game, you might want to unwind and go get a drink. Like, you deserve a drink. When you get,
I'm not even like going on that level. I'm just saying you got to be like.
But you can't even hang with the homies after the game. Like, that's the difference. It's like, because a lot of dudes that used to come out of the high school and go to the NBA after the game, they just had to go to their room and just play video games while all the other players are hanging out, like and just chopping it up at the bar or like wherever they go after the game. It's like you a little kid. You got to go to your room after the game.
Yeah, right.
So it's like
you got an extra curfew because
my
point was that like I don't fault motherfuckers for trying to get their cash in the NFL, man. Like, but you got to also appreciate the guys who will take less money to get those rings because the rings will bring you like now you're a Super Bowl champion. Now motherfuckers will pay you. You get your money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. The Antonio Brown thing is weird to me because now he's in trouble again. So, like, who knows if he's even going to play this weekend? See,
that whole situation is type weird, and
it's a little weird. It came out of nowhere. It sounds like it feels like a conspiracy.
See,
they were like, Antonio. Like, I think it's the Raiders, personally. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't know.
Paying this girl, like, where'd she come from?
I'm glad
they're training this dude for 3 seasons. Training, air quotes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You saw the video with him and her.
There's videos of them like in the bed and shit. Now all of a sudden, this is the motherfucker who raped you like on numerous occasions.
Now this is the conspiracy theory that
it's just weird. It just sounds fishy. Now it sounds like some shady shit that John Gruden is doing.
Now watch. You know how I like to take conspiracy theories out for a spin, like with the Jussie Smollett. How it's like, how I took that conspiracy theory, like, he got those African dudes fired, right? Then he was like, "Oh, I heard y'all got fired. You want to be a personal trainer, try to earn some money while you guys find your way, type shit." And then they found out that he got them fired, and then they jumped him. So I'm gonna take this one out for a spin. Homegirl is actually getting married today, I think.
She's getting married
today.
Come on.
I'm gonna take this conspiracy theory out for a spin. So. Her husband probably found out that she was cheating on him with Antonio Brown. So now she's like, oh no, he attacked me. He assaulted me. He raped me. So now it's not even a criminal case. It's a civil case. Now, civil cases, the burden of proof is so low. You could win money without even having to really prove anything. You could just go in there with like real deal tears and a story.
Shit. I hate that shit. If this shit is just some like fabricated story for her to try to catch a quick lick, then she's a fucking scumbag.
Well, and see that's where I was like, I'm gonna take it out for a spin. I'm not gonna actually be in the passenger seat. Riding a shotgun on that one, but I'm just saying.
If the shit is legit, then Antonio Brown is a fucking piece of shit.
It was just kind of weird, though.
If the shit is not legit, it's just another case of like false accusations on a motherfucker with some cash right now.
Is she a Jets fan? Is that what it is? She's really riding hard with Donald and.
There's a lot of shit happening, man. Meanwhile,
your boy Cam.
Motherfuckers are so mad about this Antonio Brown shit that they sending death threats to the Patriots fans and shit. You ain't hear about this shit?
Death threats?
They're like,
oh yeah, homeboy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So,
boy.
That's a weird situation, man. Because like that's a dude that I actually know personally, and I would never like when I read the actual post, and I was like, this dude is wilding out. Yeah. But I didn't really take it seriously because.
You know,
I know the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But you see, like for the public that don't know him.
But I also said, this is what I said in my brain. I read it and I was like, wow, this motherfucker, he's real pissed about this shit. And then I said, he should take this shit down immediately because of the climate that we're in. You cannot say wild shit like that because motherfuckers will come find you. Like
it's not just the climate itself. It was the perfect storm for him because he also had to go to court allegedly. And I'm going to say allegedly very hard because I don't know what happened and I'm not passing no judgment at all. But yet he was in court for domestic. So if you're showing a potential panache for violence in the real world, when you go in the Matrix and you say something in joking fashion about violence, especially when you got to go to court for a violent offense, it's the perfect storm. So people are going to be like, you know what? He might do that.
Thing too, like once you get,
especially when they don't know you online, like that's the funniest thing about
the climate
online.
is just weird now for that shit anyway. Like, and if you're already in trouble, you already got to think they drilling down on your whole life anyway. Yep. Because now the news is like pulling tweets from like 2017
and that's why my mother told me not to comment
history,
on Trumpito.
And this shit got fuck that dude too. But you still got to be careful with what
you say. That's why my mother told me.
I was like, damn, it ain't no smiley faces on this post. Ain't no laughing faces. Ain't no. It just sounds like one of them real serious.
The JK, just saying, just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't take the precautions to make people even think it was like in jest. So there's that going on, and it's all stemming from Antonio Brown. This motherfucker's bad luck for Patriots fans. He's bad luck.
And as a Steeler fan, I'm like, hey, we knew about it. Like we knew. Like
he's bad luck. However, if y'all want to trade him to the Lions, you know what I'm saying, we will gladly accept him. We even got the 84. It's not retired yet. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you your number.
Oh, man, come on. See, I didn't even want to put the Lions out there as being thirsty, man.
Because at the end of the day, it's about winning. It's about winning. Meanwhile, still a funny story. How small the world is, right? And then maybe this bitch was lying or maybe she wasn't. Mm-hmm. We're bowling, and one of the guys' wives had like a little dog with her, and it was attracting like all the weirdos in the bowling alley to come try to pet the dog. And so this one lady, I guess, I went to go put my bowling balls back in the locker.
All right.
And
glad you said bowling ball. Okay.
And Nadine was wearing a fucking Michigan sweater. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Oh, you're a Michigan fan?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, so you're a Tom Brady fan?" And she was like, "No." So I was like, "Damn, babe, Tom Brady's like the greatest Michigan, but whatever."
He's not the greatest Michigan quarterback. Come on.
Who's better?
At Michigan? No, actually at Michigan. who was?
Oh no. Well, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like he's
not the greatest Michigan.
Alum.
He's not.
He's the greatest Michigan quarterback.
He didn't let me finish. He was the greatest quarterback to come out of Michigan.
Okay, all right, okay.
Because like, who's better?
My bad.
Nobody. You Brian Greasy? Come on, man.
I'm trying to think of one. Like didn't Harbaugh?
Jim Harbaugh played quarterback, but I'm saying you're going to take Harbaugh over Brady.
I'm really struggling to call Michigan quarterback.
Michigan didn't have like great NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah, outside of Tom Brady.
Outside of Tom Brady, like
even then, he was a backup.
The quarterbacks didn't translate that heavy. They don't translate quarterbacks.
Wait, was Tom Brady a backup?
He was No, he was the backup to that kid Drew Henson.
Oh yeah, Drew Henson.
Yeah, Drew Henson was getting all the hype because he got drafted by the Yankees.
Yeah,
but he ended up being a bum, and then Tom Brady came in in week 3, and they won the Rose Bowl.
Okay,
so.
All right.
It was just a matter of time. Like it was like he was up
Drew
to
Henson,
Tom Brady was supposed to get the starting role, and then this like flashy kid came out of nowhere, and they were like, "Well, we're going to give him a shot," and then he was actually a bum. And then,
he was decent. He was decent enough to get drafted.
But even in like the realm of like Michigan quarterbacks, like Tom Brady's definitely like a top 3 Michigan quarterback. He's one of the he has a Rose Bowl. I think he's one of the few quarterbacks that beat Ohio State. Like he's up there in the lore. But anyway, the short version of the story is that she was like, "Oh yeah, like Matthew Stafford, like I'm like good friends with his wife. They went to like college together and shit." I'm like, "Wow, small world." And
shit!
And then we left because whatever.
Bitch had a bitch in the bowling alley. But yeah, I see you didn't want to circle around the Cam Newton.
No, I was getting there. Grandma Cam.
A bake sale Cam.
Bake sale Cam.
Hey, go ahead and try them cookies, Shug.
Sunday prayer meeting Cam.
They're vegan cookies, Shug.
I don't know what the fuck is happening with Cam Newton, man. Like, his fashion is greatly affecting his game right now. He was going to be my fuck out of here Fridays, and I like to first apologize that I didn't do one yesterday because sleep happened, and motherfucker's tired, man. I had to lie laid down. I ate a slice.
You're a hard working motherfucker.
I ate a slice of pizza or 2. And
you deserve to zone out sometimes because you work hard.
Zoned the fuck out and forgot about fuck out of here. Well, I didn't forget about it. I just forgot to post the shit.
The phone was in your hand and it just
basically I woke up with the phone in my hand and shit. I was like, I had like all my notes and shit. I was ready. I was like, all right, I'm about to do this video. I even said to my girl, I was like, I'm gonna go empty the van out, put the back seat down so we can load it in the morning, and then I'm gonna sit in there with my thing and fucking do my fuck out of here Fridays. And then I'll be back in the house. And then 4:30 came in the morning, and I was like, let me just go upstairs.
Yo, and we was talking about this. Yo,
old man shit, man. It's old man shit.
And I'm like, yo, how you have a rougher night than me? But my night was smooth because it was like, I stopped at one place, and I had 2 beers, like the Golden Monkey beer that has like the 9.6 alcohol content. So I had 2 of them. And then I left there, I went home for a bit, and I was talking to my father, and I had my son talking to my father and asking him about Trinidad, because my father's supposed to go to Trinidad on Monday. So I'm like, yo, ask him about Cousin Mario's and his zoo that he got at the house. Because my Cousin Mario's, actually my father's cousin, he's my cousin, through my father, either way. But he has, monkeys. He has birds. He has like a small zoo at his house.
Damn, that's dope.
So this is one of the things I'm trying to get my son geared up to go to Trinidad and get my father excited to show my son through Trinidad, because my son never been to Trinidad. So after that, after about 45 minutes or so at the house, I sobered up quite a bit, and then I went over to the local bar here to do some more writing and just disappear. I only had 2 beers and 1 shot. I don't know how the fuck I get so drunk where this morning my son's telling me some shit like, yo, Dad, was you peeing in the corner this morning? I'm like, look, you need to get up. You need to take a shower. You need to make up the bed. You need to get the clothes together to do the laundry. Yo, you need to get your shit together. So when I'm done with this podcast, I get home, we're going to go do the laundry. Don't worry about me peeing in the corner. Don't worry about none of that. Like you
Man,
focus
that
on
sounds like more than 2 drinks, dog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about that. I'm just old and tired.
Yeah.
I'm not even that old. I just been missing my nap.
I didn't eat anything. That was the problem. Like when I went to that first place, I had like a burger and some fries.
Man. I wouldn't drink that monkey butt beer no more. That shit. Fucking,
that monkey butt beer.
Whatever the fuck. What you say? Monkey? What was it called?
It was a golden monkey.
Golden monkey.
Yeah, that shit is like 9.6.
Either way, don't drink that shit no more because apparently it's fucking up your whole situation. Where you,
well, as DJ Iron Monkey, like, I gotta be able to hold my shit down. Like I gotta be able to lamp with the monks.
Well, then you need to drink more so you could get your tolerance up and you're not pissing in corners.
Yeah, in the morning.
I just need to.
Nah, but you see, like, you work hard. I guess I worked hard enough to earn being in the corner.
I just didn't get my nap. I haven't been getting my naps.
And I didn't eat anything.
You turn 40, you got to start taking naps to make it through the day, people. That's all I'm saying. If you miss your naps, you fall asleep in situations where you be trying to do some shit. But anyway, back to Cam.
Yeah, back to the issue at hand.
I'm okay with the fashion forwardness of the loud suits, the Russell Westbrook situation.
Okay.
Motherfuckers, dress how you want to dress. But damn, dude, like, you an NFL football player. You went from the superhero shits to looking like somebody's grandma at the bake sale at church. And your game is suffering, my guy.
Looking like he's trying to pick up Malik Yobo on Tinder.
I mean, shit.
These are only jokes here, people. Don't.
Hey.
No need to boycott.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically.
See, this is why I need to do something.
I mean, then he had on like a Versace scarf, so it was an expensive scarf, I hear.
Yeah.
It's like a $500 scarf. But
probably more than my paycheck.
Why are you wearing this shit like a bonnet, motherfucker? Just wear another hat. Or maybe he was trying to show off them weird dread shits he got going on. Like, the Weeknd cut his dreads off.
Well, he's
on
whatever
the fuck that hit.
Is he on his J. Cole time?
I don't know. We got to figure out what's happening with Cam. Like Cam is easily.
I'll leave that to you. I'm just trying to study
because fuck out of here with that shit, dog. Like you let your game suffer because you too worried about your shit. Like you ain't in. I mean, granted, you been hurt.
Well, they got stopped twice on 4th down in that game, and trying to give it to McCaffrey. And I was telling my father too, like because we was watching the game. I'm like, yo. I have a hard time putting McCaffrey on my fantasy team because, I don't know, the white running back, like, Mike Allscott was the last white running back that I really respect. That's like a white cornerback.
Man, McCaffrey's a monster.
McCaffrey's
he's a monster.
He's a fantasy monster.
He's a regular monster.
It's just for me, I just have a hard time with coming to grips with that.
I don't know how he didn't score from the 2-yard line.
It was a bad play. But they had 3 people back there.
They blew that shit up. But those are situations where Cam would have took that.
But no,
Cam would have took those. Cam would like 2 years ago. Cam that would have been a score by Cam. It would have been a design run.
So you're saying he's pussyfooting around the shit?
I'm just saying that right now. I'm saying that maybe his wardrobe is reflecting his game. That's what I'm saying. Cam, you need to get back to dressing like a motherfucker who be beasting the game.
Used to be the Don Juan.
Like, because you know how...
Now your name is just Twan.
And I'm sure somewhere... Damn, dude. We need this dude is like being real. You're on the edge today. He's on the edge today. I like that shit. It's usually me on the edge and I'm out there by myself. And you're the one like, oh, I don't know about that shit. But now today, you on the edge. I'm just trying to get...
I'm just slipping it in there, and I'm just being real polite.
I'm just trying to help Cam get his mojo back, because fuck out of here with whatever shit you doing right now, dog.
Used to be the Don Juan.
Like, the motherfucker...
Now his name is just Twan.
And I'm sure somewhere, which is I was getting to this point, I'm sure that somewhere there's a study that shows that your wardrobe and what you wear affects your level of confidence and swag.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Think about it. Hef is the perfect example. Hugh Hefner went from some quiet little bookworm writing ass dude to super pimp extraordinaire.
Oh yeah.
By changing his wardrobe and his attitude on shit. Like your clothes affect how you feel and how you even when they tell people
you know, put the creep on the bus.
Put a suit on and you feel better when you put the shirt and tie on. You feel more executive.
You know what it is? It's not
Cam not dressing like an athlete right now, so he's not feeling like an athlete, so he's not performing like an athlete.
Okay, I can see how you're making that connection. I'll give you that.
Nah, he's not doing it.
Because if you put Hef in some New Balances and some stonewashed jeans and a baggy South Pole hoodie.
Damn.
He's just looking like a bum on the bus.
He's looking like the dude who you find in the back of the movie video stores.
Yeah. Like, hey, what kind of dog is that? Can I pet your dog? What the fuck you want to pet my dog? I ain't got no motherfucking dog here. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? You know, hey, guy, you got any candy? Motherfucker, this is not Halloween. The fuck? Like, get out of my face. But, hey, you put on a silk smoking jacket, you seem a little bit smoother, you know? Some Gucci slippers.
For sure.
So, yeah.
For sure. So, Ken, fuck out of here, man. Get your wardrobe back.
Stop trying to pick up Malik Gilbert.
Stop trying to pick up Malik Gilbert. You're not his type. You're not his type.
Yeah, you don't know.
But you don't know. No, because Malik Gilbert told everybody what his type was.
So Kim actually has to go through with the transition.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, to each their own. You know what? Find love where you got to find love, and who am I to tell you where you need to find your
Get your
happiness.
fucking game together, Cam. You got a good offense, man. Like, you're just letting that shit go to waste. You got easily the best fucking...
He wanted to be the Michael Jordan of football. Like, what the fuck happened with that?
You got the best fucking running back in the game right now as far as, like...
White running back.
You got a white running back who played...
Yo, that actually balling out
They're
of
actually
control.
balling the fuck out. The dude had 200 yards from scrimmage last week.
And he's not even a fullback. He's a straight halfback.
200 yards from scrimmage last week.
Mm-hmm.
You just letting that shit go to waste by not being Ken.
No, but you see, that play was 100% on McCaffrey, because if you look at it, if he would have did a little fake and went to the inside rather than try to take the wide angle, because when you look at how
he would have scored. He would have scored. But also, motherfucking defenses don't have to key up on Cam.
Yeah, well,
they're not worried about Cam.
Maybe it's a rope-a-dope.
They're not worried about Cam. Cam better fucking get his shit together.
Maybe it's a rope-a-dope where people are thinking, you know what, it's all going to be about McCaffrey, so we're going to key on McCaffrey, and then boom. But who are the receivers for Cam?
Cam ain't been right since he didn't die for that fumble in the Super Bowl.
You think that's what it is?
I think Cam ain't been right. Like, ever since he didn't die for that fumble, he made that choice. He was like, oh, I just got to get softer. So now his wardrobe is softer. That might be a stretch, but still, he ain't been the same since he didn't die for that fumble.
His game has been a Stretch Armstrong.
His game has been on a steady decline since he didn't die for that fumble.
Yeah, that's Stretch Armstrong with a Bobito.
I don't think so. I think that Cam is psychologically damaged now because he didn't die for that football.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He lost his edge. Cam, you lost the edge, man.
Well, you know what, too? And I see we're kind of running up on time, and I know I wanted to talk up on this, too, seeing that Jalen's going to Drexel. And
yeah. No, I was about to get us there right now. Like,
oh, yeah. And Felicity Huffman?
This was my, like, I was actually not even going to fuck out of here Friday Cam when I heard about this bitch.
All right. So, because I got a bit to say on this as
Felicity Huffman.
Wait, how much time did she get? 18 months?
She got 14 days.
Oh, 14 days.
She got 14 days. 14 days. So let's fast forward or rewind and then come back here.
Shit, Martha Stewart served the whole year.
Right. So
for real.
So
and she came out hard too.
The whole college scandal situation. Felicity Huffman was the first, and her husband is Macy from William H. Macy, but he didn't get no time. They didn't even prosecute him. He just got to ride away. They were like,
"See, we don't even got the video, but he was like, I support my wife from back here."
But I mean, hey, he was on Shameless. They were like, "Nah, we can't."
Hey, well, he was shamelessly there supporting his wife.
Hey, he was there though. He was in the background and all that shit. But anyway, she got 14 days that she's got to serve in federal prison, of which she gets to choose which prison she goes to.
Oh, she gets to choose?
She got a 30...
Wow!
Because they're letting her go to the one that's close to her house. It's like 2 hours away in California. So I can send that bitch to the fucking... You got to serve 14 days. Send her to the worst prison.
Yo, send her down to Texas, man.
Send her to the worst federal prison ever for 14 days.
What's that place called? Angola? That prison? Fucking Angola, Texas or some shit like that? One of the worst prisons?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so if you're only gonna give,
I'm not gonna do that.
If you're only gonna give her 14 days, you gotta send her to the roughest prison for those 14 days.
So that she roughest prison, so that she learns choice.
So that she learns her lesson. She requested to go to the one in California, so that's where they're gonna let her go. She got to pay a $30,000 fine, which is like a drop in a bucket. Felicity Huffman is wild paid.
Oh, yeah, that's 3 lines on a script. Okay,
and she has to do community service when she gets out.
Yeah, well, she can make that 30,000 by like probably being that news,
like 100 hours or whatever community service. She's never going to
Silent Bob movie, yeah,
right? She's never going to do the community service. Somebody's going to just be like, "Yeah, you were here, Felicity. Like, I got you." The 30,000 is nothing, and in 14 days.
Well, see, and the problem I have with that is that the teachers in Atlanta and administrators that were actually doing basically the same thing that she was doing. Nobody paid them. Nobody knew what they were actually doing but themselves, where they were pushing these kids forward, right? They have to serve, like, some of them teachers have to serve some real time. They're serving, like, 10 years, I don't know, like, on good behavior, like, if they're going to get out early.
And so this morning I'm watching it on the news this morning, right? Mm-hmm. So it's trying to get see what other details I could drum up before we come in here. Mm-hmm. And
research.
The motherfucking guy, the soccer coach or whatever, that was the first dude that they prosecuted, got a 1-year sentence, suspended.
Yeah.
And he was the actual dude in there fixing the shit, so he didn't get no time. The dude on the news was like, her shit was lenient, but it could have been like she shouldn't even got any time.
But see,
and I'm like, for real?
No, but remember,
meanwhile,
there's also them parents that were lying about their address to get their kids into different schools and different school districts. They're serving real time too.
There's a lady who happens to be black, who she was homeless. So she was using another person's address to get her kids to go to regular school, so they could get in and get like just public school, just regular ass public school. Yep. And she got 5 years,
and there's no money exchanged.
No money. She was just using. She just walked down the street and was like, "I'm gonna use this address for my kids."
Yep.
And she got 5 years
in prison, separated from her kids.
In prison,
just because she wanted to get basic education for her children, which should be a given right. Basic education. Children, no matter what age, what race, what creed, no matter where you're from, you should be able to read, write, and do math. Those are the simplest things. Those are basic tools of a human that should survive.
No, you don't need school for those things, though.
You don't.
You don't need school for those things. However, the disparity in the sentences is ridiculous. Now, so she's the first high level profile person for a little bullshit 14 days. I hope she gets raped. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I hope she doesn't get raped. But I do hope she gets intimidated. I hope that she has a rough 14 days.
She gets that soap in a sock treatment.
I hope she has a rough 14 days. I hope it's the roughest 14 days. I hope that people bully her and she comes out fucking like, because she's not learning a lesson. She got like a fucking half a slap on the wrist. That's like when
Martha Stewart got a whole year.
Martha Stewart did a year.
Well, what Martha Stewart did was insider trading.
You know what?
No, insider trading it could be something very simple as, hey, yo, dog, I got this company.
Right.
Yo, me and my wife, we're having some problems. I don't know. I might break this up. And then you, hearing that conversation, is like, oh, where?
Yeah.
And then you end up selling all your stocks. And then next day,
like,
the company breaks up.
Right. Nobody ever proved that Martha Stewart was in a room. She could have heard that shit, overheard it at a coffee shop.
That's what I'm saying. It could have just been a simple conversation like, yo, I don't think I could do this anymore.
She didn't pay anybody for the information.
At a cocktail party.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't pay anybody. No money changed hands. She was just like, oh, yo, I overheard Caveman and Iron Monkey talking about they about to pull out of this stock because blah, blah, blah.
Or, they hear that, they're going to invest in this new thing called plastics.
Right.
Like, plastics might be the thing to invest in, because, I kind of heard something on the back end. So, all right, cool.
You didn't hear this from me, but so-and-so and so-and-so is about to get into this thing, and
podcast is the shit to get into.
You know everything they touch. That shit is...
they kind of like the Midas.
I'm not saying you should invest, but if you're smart, you know what I'm saying, you might throw a couple dollars on that. She did a year.
95% of the time, they always on point.
Right. She did a year in prison for listening, overhearing a motherfucking conversation. Meanwhile, this chick
paid to have
scores. Money. Like, they got check receipts and shit. She doing 14 days.
To have scores changed.
The legal system is fucking shitty right now. Like, just shitty.
Oh,
however, I feel like the backlash is going to really hurt what's-her-face from Full House.
Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky, you about to go to jail for real. But they saying that what she did was even worse. Like, Felicity Huffman paid like maybe like $5,000 or whatever it was to like have her scores changed. Aunt Becky, because I can't remember her real name,
had scores changed.
Not only did she have scores changed, she had her kids faked onto like the rowing squad.
Yep, the crew team,
and then also paid like $250,000
on top of that
to like get her kids into school. Like, she spent way more cash to get her kids into school
rather than just pay for regular college.
So,
like, she could have took that same money and paid for 4 years of URI.
So,
for real, even on an out-of-state budget.
So, check it. It's gonna hit them like drug crimes, right? But in reverse. Well, no, it's gonna be like a drug crime. So, like, Felicity Huffman got caught with like an eighth for weed or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she got caught with a joint.
Like, she ran a stop sign.
Yeah, she got caught with a joint.
She rolled a stop sign. They pulled her over. Her car smelled like bud. Yeah, they found she
was vaping weed.
Yeah, they found the eighth underneath her seat. So now she got to like do a couple days she got to do the weekend in jail and shit. For 14 days.
Yeah, the Memorial Day weekend stretch. She got that extra day because Monday's a holiday.
They about to catch Aunt Becky. Becky pulling. She got pounds getting delivered to her house in the mail.
Yo, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
What was Evander Holyfield's name? He had like a different name when he had the drugs.
Oh yeah. Aunt Becky's on some different. Her level of crime in this situation is way higher.
Yeah.
But Felicity Huffman still should have got at least 30 days, like 30.
Right, so yeah, Felicity Huffman was basically a street hustler, and then Aunt Becky, she's the Tony Montana.
Aunt Becky, she's about to do the real time.
Yeah, she had the mountain of coke on the table in front of us, like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? You was a motherfucking boxer. You're gonna get a motherfucking boxing scholarship.
I'm gonna predict that she's gonna get 5 years. That's my prediction.
The funniest thing though is that this shit was predicted back in the day. Remember how they had that movie that they always used to show on HBO, where homeboy, he didn't get into school as like a white dude, so that he took some kind of drug, and then it made his skin brown. You never see that movie? Oh, the fuck,
man. Who know what that shit is? But
I swear that movie's a trick. See, and he went to college on a African American scholarship. I swear, James Earl Jones was in that movie. I swear.
Man, you be finding the weirdest shit. Yo,
this is a movie from the 80s. Yo, this is
if you need obscure movie references, you need to fuck with the nigga Monkey, because he got all the obscure movie references. He be coming up with shit, and I'll be like, nah, bro.
Alright, so wait. So they had that movie, and then the other movie on the flip side that used to freak the shit out of me was with homeboy that used to be in Living Single. Remember, what's his name? T.C. Carter or whatever the motherfucking name. The dude with the dreads, not Overton. The other.
Oh yeah.
Where he wanted to be like he wanted to be on the news. He was working in the laundromat and shit. But then what happened was once he started getting into the news industry, his skin started to get lighter and lighter, and then
I remember that.
So.
I like that. That movie was kind of good.
Nah, that movie still to this day freaks me the fuck out.
It was weird, but it was cool.
Yo, that shit.
He used to work for the laundromat and shit. Yeah, I remember that shit.
And then he was doing reports like, "Oh, we have a car accident outside the laundromat today," and what was that, Jim? Oh, right. And then he started turning white. Oh man! And then he was in the studio. And
I forget, that was one of those BET official movies that they showed when they weren't showing like Fruitville Station or some shit. Oh, the other shit with
before they got taken over by Viacom.
The other shit with Q-Tip they used to show every weekend and shit.
Yeah, but see, BET was a totally different station before they got bought over by Viacom.
Nah, they're pretty much the same station.
They
just show more videos.
Because before Viacom, they used to have Donnie Simpson, and then they used to have Rachel at Caribbean.
Yeah, but it was just all videos, and now it's still all videos. Except now they just now they're just a black MTV. So if MTV got a show,
what I'm saying.
BET got the same show, but with black folks. That's all. That's all it is now.
No,
but before it was that, it was just bad rap, hip hop shows and R&B shows.
Nah, they had Caribbean rhythms with my girl Rachel. Come on, B.
I never fucked with BET Hard Body because they never had any real content. They were just video shows.
Come on.
I mean,
you ain't fuck with Donnie Simpson?
Listen, I'm not saying they didn't have good video shows. What I'm saying is they didn't have any other programming.
Video LP with Marilyn McCoo. Come on, man.
You can't do 24 hours of video shows if you want to be black entertainment. They didn't even show no sports. They showed the Grambling game. They got one sporting event once a year.
That was the shit, though.
And they only showed it because they wanted to show the Battle of the Bands. They didn't even show that shit.
That's what BET was up. That's what BET is about.
No, BET is supposed to be about black entertainment. And the only thing
who else is showing that Grambling game in the Battle of the Bands?
And the only shit they ever showed was video shows. Like, fuck out of here with that shit.
Who else is showing the Battle of the Bands right now, though, B? Like, for real.
Nobody, but that's
what BET was there for.
But you're accepting them as being the one who showed the Battle of the Bands and didn't show any other black programming.
They had Caribbean rhythms, I'm telling you.
Video show, go.
Video show. Video LP.
Video show.
Wait, you're talking about original content? Original content wasn't really the thing back then.
Like, but it needed to be for black entertainment television, is what I'm saying.
No,
because
like,
the representation...
the real world kind of programming wasn't happening really until MTV really was doing that. BET was never on like that original content
but
kind of
they should have been, is what I'm saying.
They should have been, but that's the different kind of vision. But then they sold over to Viacom and Homeboy
which was the worst mistake ever, because BET could have been like ESPN. They could have still had the video channels, but then they still could have had, like, they tried to do the whole thing with Black Stars.
But there's other black channels out there right now, like with Aspire. I think that's who's that.
But they were the first one, though. They were supposed to set. They were supposed to set the mold. And Revolt TV is just videos too with Diddy. That's all that shit is.
Okay, all right.
Like you got to do better.
I don't.
Like black media is very like typecasted right now, and it's.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I always had a problem.
It hurts my feelings. That's all I'm saying. But we got to get out of here because motherfuckers got other shit to do today.
Yeah, that's right. Right. But yeah,
shout out to Nick Principe. He was supposed to come on the show today, but we had some Skype issues.
Oh yeah. I wanted to shout out a couple of people. Happy birthday.
Wasn't really a Skype issue, but I just don't have Skype on this computer, so it's kind of a Skype issue. But either way, we're gonna get him on the show because the dude is a dope stunt man. He's been in a bunch of movies and shit, so we're gonna get him on the show. Shout out to Nick Principe.
I still want to flip that Lee Majors question on him. I'm still holding.
Did the first episode of The Porch with Tom Zanucci. He was on the show about 4 or 5 episodes ago.
Yes.
Filmmaker, so we're going through the journey.
Director of Vault.
Yeah, director of Vault.
Catch it on DVD.
Catch it on DVD. Catch me on there. The first episode's coming out soon as we get it done. And but within the week.
Yeah, man, we're making moves, bitch.
Shout out to Jalen. He's on his way to Drexel right now. He's about to go get crushed. He worked out with me this week, trying to get buff. Came to the gym.
Yeah, so I saw the picture.
I put him to sleep on Wednesday. Yeah, he fell asleep on Wednesday, but he still came back for more. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to get my son to do some motherfucking 5 push-ups a day. I'm like, yo, you at least got to get your strength up, B. Like, come on.
Close it out. What you got? You got anything?
Nah, just sobering up. Got to do some laundry and live my life.
Laundry day, baby. It's laundry day.
Yeah.
Go Blue. Michigan Wolverines this week.
Yo, y'all almost got crushed by the Army last week. Yo, I was watching that game. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Army's always a tough game. It's a tough draw.
I told you last week, don't get Appalachian State, man. Don't get too confident.
We didn't. It's because we want to know.
That's why I said don't get too confident. And like last week, how I ended off saying how they was going to have them thirsty-ass Patriots picking up Antonio Brown. I say he gets 132 yards receiving this week if he plays.
Damn. I don't think he's going to play.
And a touchdown.
132 and a touchdown, huh?
And do a little wiggle in the end zone.
Hey, also, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here to all the Patriots fans who are already polishing off the trophy. Y'all motherfuckers still got to play the games. And always remember 18-1.
Yep. Let's go Giants.
We out of here.
Peace.